Hey everybody, Daniel Ramsey here. I am really excited because I got Matt O'Neill here. He is
What's up?
so Wall Street Journal in South Carolina rated him as the #1 team. And what's crazy about his production is he's gone from 175. You said you're going to do over $200 million just this year. And that's insane. Has 3 of our virtual assistants. Matt, thanks for joining us today. Really appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you. Thanks for all the help you guys have been giving us.
So tell us, how should you have 38 agents, your husband-wife team, you've been doing this a long time. You are a leader of other leaders. Tell our audience, how should they use our folks to help them grow and scale their business?
So we have got one of the MyOutDesk folks doing listing coordination.
Okay.
In my town, to get a good listing coordinator would be $50,000 plus you need a desk and all the expenses that go with that and payroll fees. Yep. So we were able to bring in a MyOutDesk person who's got an awesome work ethic and an even better attitude, who is a second listing coordinator at less than half the cost. And it basically allowed us to scale that listing department, but do it at a much more affordable rate. So we said that was our first MyOutDesk employee.
I love that. That's a blended model where in-house you have that local licensed flair,
yep.
but you have our virtual assistant to basically double their capacity.
That's what we did.
At a third or half the cost.
Yeah. So we doubled the capacity of that. And that was our first one. And we had 2 in-house closing coordinators. And I said, well, hey, it worked so well with the listing coordinator. Why don't we scale another closing coordinator? So that was our next hire, was a third closing coordinator, all MyOutDesk. She's got 1/3 of our agents and she's 1/3 the cost. And she's doing a phenomenal job for us. So I see it as we continue to scale. I still need to have leaders that my agents can look face to face and say, I've got this problem. But I also see us being able to scale at a much more affordable level with more staff built out through MyOutDesk.
When you think back to when you first hired us, you probably had some preconceived notions. I don't know if this is going to work. This guy, Daniel, he's a nut. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so that was the biggest downside, was I heard about this guy, Daniel, being a nut. So I was like, man, I don't know if I can work with those guys.
Okay, so good. But think back, now that you've run me through, but think back to when you first hired us. What were some of the things that you had to overcome in order to actually hire us as a client? And now, what do you think of those concerns that you had?
Yeah, so the biggest one was, will our agents find the same value with somebody who doesn't work in the office? Right. And another barrier was, how would communication be? Is there going to be a communication barrier with just the language barrier? Yep. Or the physical proximity? Are we going to be able to get the same amount of work done? The other one was trust. Can we trust that this person will show up to work every day and actually do the job every single day? Right. And, so we just had to trust that we were going to give it a shot. Okay. And, well, the upside to this, the upside's so high, if it does work out, that we just needed to give it a test and see if it's going to work out well for us. And it ended up working out so well that we said, all right, let's keep doing it. And so now we have 3 MyOutDesk employees on our team. Our staff loves them. Our staff feels way, way more in tune with their communication level and the work ethic, and how smart they are. These are some really smart, hardworking, good-hearted people that are working on our team that are just actual members of the team now.
Beautiful. Matt, what advice would you give somebody who, has thought about this but hasn't pulled the trigger right now?
Yeah. Just give it a test. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is you tested with $1,000 or so and it didn't work out. Right. The best case scenario is that it ends up saving you tens of thousands every single year, and it transforms your business, allows you to scale much more affordably. So it's a low cost, high upside test. I think that anybody who's just sitting on the fence should just go ahead and give it a try.
Matt O'Neill, South Carolina, man. Thank you Charleston, South Carolina. Thank you so much for joining us today.
No, thank you for the awesome service. I appreciate being part of your family.